So hi, one of the questions I'm asked since I do go into businesses and corporations is, what is the biggest challenge you find with new CEO clients? Well, the first thing is I love working in the corporate world, believe it or not, because they're driven. They're very focused. They just don't know how to utilize certain things to be able to be more productive. And I believe Kundalini Yoga, the science, can bring so much benefit to them. So I'm going to give you a couple examples of what that meant. And one is we take 20,000 breaths a day. It's what we do the most. And so it's just natural to us. We take it for granted. We don't think it's much of a big deal. So what I find with a lot of the corporations is people are going on the treadmill and they're running, but that running isn't always a way for them to really get settled back in. Sometimes it's an actual distraction, a disassociation, where the mind is still stuck. And sometimes they're in that workout class where they're following someone in front of them, but they're not really aware of, how am I feeling? Am I really breathing? Is my breath connected to this physical movement? How's my body feeling right now? Does my back hurt? And so one of the things that I focus on in the beginning is a lot of breath work, and it's very tedious. And sometimes it drives them crazy, because they're just like, I want to move on and do all this other stuff. And it's like, well, yes, we will do lots of really cool stuff, but we have to build the foundation. And the foundation starts with the breath. And a lot of the breath tools that I provide are actually very beneficial throughout the workday. For instance, there is a one nostril breath exercise that gives you energy and allows you to take action. So think about this. You have a very important board meeting and you already have had some obstacles. You got in a fight with somebody, you're stressed out because something's happening at home, and all you need to do is sit for about 3 or 4 minutes and do this breath exercise, and trust me, believe it or not, your energy starts to relax, you start to become more focused, you even start to have better ideas of communicating what you need to when you go into that room. And I know this from experience because I've worked with a lot of CEOs. The second thing that I find that can be challenging is that that typical environment, people get stuck. They get stuck in their head. They get stuck by their ego. They get stuck because maybe they're not meeting the demands of the job. And through specific meditations where we're rewiring the brain, where we're opening up the channels of creativity and intuition, I find within weeks, the business people coming back to me and going, you know what? At 7 a.m. I was doing this meditation and I had this great idea for the meeting at 8 a.m. And they're starting to attribute the meditation and the science work that I'm bringing to the table with them with how it's benefiting them. So this is just some examples of how I love to work with corporations and specifically CEOs, because they are the leaders. And if they are vibrating with really good health and good energy, that's just going to carry down. So I hope this was helpful, and hopefully you'll tune into the next. Thanks.